tell you that everybody here knows about your condition and why you're going out of town.
How did they find out?
Well, apparently somebody overheard you and Margaret discussing your situation. My dear, I know you're embarrassed, but know that I'm here for you.
Helen, I think I can handle my condition.
But what are your plans? I mean, this is not something people our age go through.
I'll be okay. People have been going through this procedure for a very long time.
Well, what are your plans when it's out of you? Are you going to keep it?
Of course not. As soon as they're out of me, I'm leaving them at the hospital.
Them? You said them.
Helen.
Wait, no, we need to talk. I can help you.
I would like to stay here and talk with you, but I have a lot to do. I'll see you later.
Oh my gosh. Them. The Molly Dolly. I need to tell someone. Beth! Ronald!
Yeah, that's me.
You will, yes it is. You will never guess what June just told me. She's not just having a baby, she's having twins. Twins. Yes, and even more shocking, she's not keeping them. No.
Helen, are you sure June told you this?
Yeah.
Why would June confide such a private thing to you?
Beth, you know, many here look at Bobby as a close confidant. And I've been taking a psychology course at the local community college. And I'm not a healer, and I don't profess to be. But with my knowledge and my natural empathy, it draws troubled people to me. And Beth just felt she should unburden herself. And why?
Well, I still can't believe that June would share such a confidential, private decision with you.
She stood right there.
Right there.
Don't vex me, Ronald.
All right.
Pay attention. She stood right there and told me when they're out of her, she's leaving them at the hospital. Excuse me, I've got better business to attend to. Just don't listen.
Ronald, I know you promised Richard that we wouldn't talk about this to anyone, but this just isn't right.
Honey, I think we need to let them tell us when they're ready.
But Helen?
Well, yeah.
I just know June wouldn't talk to Helen.
No, nobody in her right mind.
Especially not if she was in her right mind.
Well, you know what? Maybe in her condition, well, maybe she's not thinking just right.
All right. I'll hold my tongue. But I think you better have another talk
There you
with
go.
Richard.
All right, fine.
Today.
Fine, fine.
Wait.
Honey, I made all the arrangements. I even hired a wedding planner. Well, actually, it's Mrs. Broderick. She has 4 daughters and claims to be an expert. Joe Goodman is still clergy, so he can marry us. Will your sister be able to get here?
Yes, she reserved a room at the hotel across the street. She'll be here for the wedding.
Well, great. Well, is there anything else we need to do?
Yes, I've got a jacket I need to alter. I'll see you tonight, honey. What?
Richard, are you all right?
Busy.
Oh.
I never realized how much work was involved in preparing for a wedding.
Yeah.
At my last one, all I did was show up. But I don't want to overtax June, so I'm going to handle everything.
You know, it's none of my business, and you can tell me that if you want, but you sure you and June are making the right decision here?
About getting married?
No, about giving them up.
Giving who up?
Well, I know I'm sticking my nose in where it doesn't belong, but you just have to understand that everything that June tells Helen, well, Helen blabs it all over the neighborhood. She apparently overheard a conversation where June told Helen that she's having twins and she's giving them up.
Twins!
Well, look, I know you guys are trying to deal with this, so why are you acting like you don't know you're having 2 babies?
Ron, I could really use a friend right now. One who can take a secret to the grave.
Oh, I promise you, I'm that friend.
Not even Beth.
Not even that big mom.
I didn't know about the twins.
What?
I didn't even know about the baby.
What?
I'm not the father.
Oh!
It or they may not be mine, but I'm responsible. June evidently needed something more than I was willing or ready to give. Ron, I drove her to someone else who apparently isn't in the picture now.
Well, what does she say about all this?
No, we haven't talked about it. What? Well, I'm sure she tried to tell me, but I kept stopping her. I want us to be married before any decisions are made. And I'm afraid if she knows before we get married that I know, she'll call it off in order to protect me.
Well, what are you guys going to do about the kids?
That'll be her decision. But I'm going to tell her that I'll be there to help raise them as my own if she decides to keep them.
But, what are you going to do about living here?
Oh, well, we could buy a house in the country. I don't know. I might make a good father. I know June would be an excellent mother.
You know what? You have to think of something, though. You'd have to get to be like, well, biblical age before you saw any grandchildren.
You still want to be my best man?
Well, there's only one thing I need to know right now. You still want a stripper for your bachelor's party? You know, because Tracy Shaler down in 206, well, she used to be in vaudeville. Oh!
That sounds like an excellent idea.